What's up, everybody? We here back in the crib, and in today's video I'm going over something that hits a little too close to home. Today I'm going to dive straight into 5 of my favorite knee rehab exercises. Now these are some strengthening exercises that I personally like the most and found most effective while I went through my 2 knee surgeries. And I also think they'd be incredibly beneficial to those who are either straight out of knee surgery or maybe those who want to go through some preventative measures. Also, for those who don't know, my name is Coby Rhodes. So let me stop wasting time. If y'all are ready to dive straight in the video, then let's wait no longer. Let's get it poppin'. Alright, now diving straight in, a lot of exercises I found most favorable were single leg exercises, mostly because it can isolate that one injured leg. But for exercise number 1, we have eccentric focused heel taps. Now these are super easy, super simple. It primarily isolates the quads, and for this you'll have to elevate yourself maybe on a little box or a little stool. And so then with one foot planted on top of the stool, with your other foot, you're going to point your toes up, tap your heel down to the ground, and then come back up. So obviously this exercise helps with balance and strengthening of the leg that bends and stays planted. Throughout my rehab process, I found that eccentric movements were the hardest for me, and so really just focus on controlling, slowing down the movement as your heel is about to touch the ground. And the cool thing about this movement is that you can kind of increase the elevation, increase difficulty. And the big thing with this is not cheating by pushing off the ground with your other leg. That just takes away from the whole exercise. So. And the rep scheme I like to do for this was about 3 to 5 sets of 10 on each leg. Now exercise number 2 is kind of a more advanced version of this. We have eccentric focused reverse lunges. Now I still really enjoy doing these to this day because I will still feel a burn. Now it can be quite challenging, so you don't have to go all the way down, but you're going to approach it just like you're doing your typical reverse lunge. Shoot the leg back, but try not to put your foot or your knee to the ground for as long as you can. And then if you start feeling pain or you just feel like you're going to fall, you can then put that back leg down to help. It's okay to hold on to something, and it's okay to not go all the way down. Just try to challenge yourself as best you can without any serious pain. And then for this one, I would try to shoot for just 25 reps total on each leg. So whether that be 3 sets of 8 or 5 sets of 5. Then for exercise number 3, these were the definition of a leg burner. And this third movement is side lying leg lifts. This is a really good workout for the lateral quads as well as the hip abductors. And all you have to do is lay on your side, and then with the leg that's not on the ground, you're going to lift it up, point your toe down towards the ground, and then just tap your toe to your leg each time, 10 times. Nice and controlled, and then after you do 10, should be pretty easy. Then you can kind of shift your foot so that it's out in front of you on the frontal plane, and then you're going to do another 10. Then you're going to put it back behind you, right behind the leg that's on the ground, and do another 10. And so you're doing 30 reps each set. And so because the movement's real easy, real short, there's more reps. And if it's too easy, I would even add ankle weight sometimes. And then I would just go into 3 sets going through that 10-10-10 series. On both sides, of course. And now this next exercise is one that I still do to this day. To this day! It's a really effective and often utilized exercise now. It is the single leg RDL. Before you roll your eyes, because you might not be good at them, trust me, they are so good. And as many times as you do it, most likely you'll still feel sore the next day. Now before doing these, you may think you're Mr. Miyagi with your balance, and then you do these and on rep 5 and 6 you realize that you really just doing a stanky leg. Depending on how early you are in your rehab phase, I would just use body weight or real light kettlebell and then work your way up from there. And then for those who've never done these, one foot is planted and the other foot goes back. Your body bends forward, and whatever leg goes back, the arm on that side touches the ground, and either your finger or your dumbbell touches the ground with it. And so as you bend over, you might feel a little stretch in the hamstring of the leg that's planted down on the ground. And that's exactly what you want. And really just make sure you're focusing on having your weight distributed evenly on that foot that's planted on the ground. And then I would just do about 3 to 5 sets of 5 reps on each leg. Now lastly, A refreshing sigh of relief for us weightlifters who can finally do some weightlifting-esque stuff. We have overhead squats with a PVC pipe or very light training bar. Now this is not a single leg exercise, so I'm obliged to warn you guys to not compensate. If you see a slight shift of your weight go to one side, correct it, and if you simply can't, don't do it. Which is why I would highly encourage you to do it in front of a mirror so you can see it. And it's okay if your mobility is a little limited to squat to a bench or a box. And you really just want to take it nice and slow, maintaining good technique. So a good variation to do these is with a tempo, so maybe going 3 seconds down and then going 3 seconds back up. In the rep scheme I would do with this, just start off doing 5 sets of 5 reps. And if you feel really good, maybe you can up the reps or you can very slowly up the weight. So with that said, I think we're all done for today. If you liked me on my Coach Coby flow, make sure you like the video and then comment down below if you want to see some more of the coach's side of me. In the future, I'd love to do some more of these rehab exercise type videos along with some technique videos. So make sure you follow me on my Instagram, and if you want me to critique your lifts, possibly for a YouTube video, feel free to DM me. And then also follow the Twitter where I'll be having announcements for my YouTube channel and just general thoughts. Also, before you leave, make sure you subscribe. I post every Monday at 9 a.m. on the dot. So if you like this video, be ready for more to come. Hope y'all stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next Money Moves Monday. We out.